This story is just, it gets more and more crazier as the years go by. You know that, right? It gets funnier and funnier and funnier every time I tell it. The way it happened is not traditional of the way I hear people meet. Normally like, oh, we met at prom or some stuff like that. We met in the hallway.
I was new to poly. I spent like my first semester of my senior year there.
I have a cousin and she has a friend, and they used to do this weird thing where every time they see me, they used to do
They toss.
I don't know what it was, but they every time they see me, they just get on each side and just do something like that, and then they push me one way, and when they pushed me this one time, I ended up bumping into her.
That's true. He asked me if he could get thrown into me, and because I was so nice and so shy, I said, yeah, sure. So they threw him back and forth, and then they threw him into me into a hug. And back then...
And she just didn't let go since then. That's when the stalking parts happened. I went to class. She was right outside the door. I was at lunch. She was waiting on me down the stairs. I was working at Target at the time. So even my coworkers, they was like, oh, what are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? So I was like, well, I think I'm gonna go propose. I think. And they was like, you think? And I was like, yeah. It's like, what do you mean you think? Didn't you plan this? I was like, no. This is all on the fly. I walked like 2 or 3 miles with chocolate, a ring, and some flowers. So I walked, the chocolate starts melting, the flowers is just wilting and all that. Her manager was there, and I've seen him before, so I was like, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? He was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, well, we can come outside. So I went outside, and I told him, I was like, so I'm gonna propose. And he was like, what, really? I said, yeah. He was like, you wanna do that here? I was like, yeah, is that a problem? When she finally got to me, I grabbed her hand and I was like, don't run. I was like, don't run, don't move, don't do anything. Just stand here and say yes. That's all you have to do. She's like, what do you mean, what's going on? And I could feel like her chest was just beating like extremely, extremely hard. So when I got down, she said, she started doing all that. And she's like, what are you doing? Get up. Very, very softly. She's like, what? So I was like, hey, will you marry me? She said, yes. Yes. And we sat there. She's like, did you really just do that? And I was like, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think I just did that.
And how long ago was that?
I don't know. I forget.
That was like 5 years ago.
I forget.
We've been engaged this long.
You know what? If there was a record for the longest engagement, I think we would have it.
We're right up there with Pam and Roy.